Hi! Welcome back to Destination X Reaction. Before I start, please like and subscribe down here somewhere. It really helps. We are in a slightly different location today. We are in my room because my mom's working from home today and she's in the living room. So yeah, a week is a long time in terms of Destination X, and a lot went on in episodes 5 and 6 that we need to talk about. And where to better to start than with this Instagram post.
Rob Brydon here, your trusted guide through the epic adventure that is Destination X. As we head towards the midway point of the game, I thought it's time to spice things up a little, so I can exclusively reveal to you, internet people, that in episode 5, one lucky player will win the opportunity to sabotage someone else. Now, they must select one rival player to disadvantage by moving their X 250 kilometers from where they placed it. Will this prize be enough to eliminate their biggest threat from the game, or will their choice come back to haunt them? There is only one way to find out. Watch Destination X on iPlayer.
And my jaw just about hit the floor when I saw that. And yeah, I was really excited to see how that would play out because I hadn't seen that coming. Like with some of the twists, like, you know, the 3 coming back and all of that, I sort of saw that coming because, you know, sort of like other reality TV shows have done that. But this one I hadn't seen coming. And yeah, that set us up for episode 5 really, really nicely. And the first thing was immediate thoughts Italy, immediate thoughts Italy. The whole Saskia v Nick thing, I think that's really an angle that they're going to go down now. Again, I think they get on as people, but they just know how to play the game. And I think Saskia has, at this point, maybe at this point in episode 5, has more people on her side. But Nick did make me laugh, yeah, with this.
Before we talk about what's in the sea, where the hell is the sea?
And then they went to the vineyard, which suggested very strong Italy vibes, and as well with the people being like Donatella and all that. And I was actually misled by the thing that Saskia saw on the bottle, because it made me think Rome, because all the vines were going to one place and like always lead to Rome, so I thought they're going to Rome. But yeah, I was proved massively wrong later. But yeah, the one-liners in this episode were absolutely brilliant. I mean, there must have been something in the wine.
I think I'm a threat, but I'm making people laugh and then they sort of forget that I'm a threat.
And then, of course, in the game, no surprise to absolutely anyone, that Nick got the most glasses in the first bit for being the biggest threat. But he held on for quite a long time. Claire actually did quite well as well. Ashvin actually being smart for once, even though he got knocked out really early, he noticed all the stuff that was pointing towards Croatia. But I was still convinced it was Rome because like they were like, oh, those were all Roman settlements. And then of course Josh won the game. Josh got to have his advantage. I think that Josh is a very clever player, and I had every faith in him that he would use his advantage correctly. He seemed to deflect very, very, very quickly on to from what the extra advantage was, but he gave enough information to satisfy most people. And then there was the challenge, which sort of made it obvious it was Venice, because there was like gondolas and that. And I was like, ugh, rats, I didn't get it. But Saskia and Nick getting paired up, I loved their reactions to that. Nick was like, oh, hello, Saskia was being all gentlemanly about it, and Saskia was like, oh, hi. But yeah, they worked really well together, and they ended up winning, which meant they got to see the clues with Josh, which pointed towards Venice. I think another interesting thing we took from that challenge, Darren and Claire are awful at communication with each other. Yeah, because they had a massive breakdown in communication. And then of course we had the map room. Everybody who had been told it was Venice, because of course the 3 people knew it was Venice, and then they sort of misled everyone to Milan. But sort of more indirectly than the Borussia Dortmund thing. And obviously Saskia told Darren that it was Venice, and I think he appreciated that. I think Darren has sort of become everyone's dad on the bus, which is really nice. And then they did a cliffhanger that was basically like, we didn't know where Destination X was at the end of the episode. But I mean, I think it was pretty obvious to anyone anyway. It was maybe a tad unnecessary, but at the same time, it added the drama of we didn't know who went. And then of course Saskia stirring up all the drama at the end of that episode. I think all the reason why Saskia has become such a main character is because all the drama, everything that's happening, has been centered around her, which I think is in a way good, but also in a way bad, because then it means that everybody is focusing on her. And yeah, I was very excited to see how episode 6, which we're going to talk about now, was gonna pan out, which of course started with it being revealed that to us that Nick had been sabotaged, and to everyone that Ashvin had been knocked out. Honestly, I was happy Nick didn't go. I think Nick's clever, and I think Ashvin was just not very smart in the ways of the game. I think it was sort of a non-event, letting them see where they were, but it was nice that they, got to enjoy Venice until, of course, they got to the challenge. And whoever had the same pasta dish was paired up together, and it ended up being Judith and Saskia. Oh my gosh, the drama. Oh, and of course the bit before where Claire and Judith had their big rant after finding out Saskia and Josh, and well, Nick as well, but Nick didn't get any other fall for it, so go Nick. Had sort of misled them over the Milan, and then them finding out the Dortmund lie. But I think Saskia did all that she could, as in she was like to Judith, well, you'll know better because you were in on the Dortmund lie. And that is true, Judith was in on the Dortmund lie. And one thing that really frustrates me, particularly with British reality TV, is that people cannot disassociate people from them playing the game. Like, I think that's why I like Saskia and Nick, is because they're able to separate what they think about people from them playing the game. Like, if someone lies to Saskia or Nick, they're like, oh, well, that's just the game. But if it's anyone else, they're like, this is the worst thing ever. But yeah, Saskia was not very happy about being paired with Judith for the gondola where they had to identify the performers. And again, brilliant one-liner here.
So this was my first time in a gondola, and I did picture it slightly different, maybe with like a beautiful partner on the side, but Judith was there.
We've got the living room back. So yes, we were at the gondola ride and Saskia putting her fingers in her ears when Judith was saying everything so she could. Brilliant. Producer stirring up drama. We fall for it every time. And then of course they had to remember all the performers. And Josh was saying that there was something wrong with his and Nick's buzzer. There wasn't. Darren pushed that button first. Fair and square. I'm just gonna say it here. Sorry, Josh. Sorry, Nick. I love you both, but Darren got there first. And to everyone's surprise this time, Judith and Saskia won the challenge. And yeah, they both seemed pretty happy. They were able to put a brave face on to work together for that. And then, of course, they had the ball with all their family. And I was like, oh, it's a masquerade ball. And then when they went up, I said to my dad, it's going to be their family. It's going to be family members, and I have to figure out whose is whose. And I was right. I mean, I didn't see it coming, but when I saw it, I saw it. And it was really, really sweet. I mean, I love Saskia, but I mean, I was really rooting for Darren and Nick in this challenge. I mean, how could you not?
Jackie P is, I don't know, 10 foot from me. You don't know, all right? You don't know how hard that is. It was really tough.
As soon as I saw Darren shed a tear, I was like, Jackie P's in here.
My normal, logical, pragmatic mind went out the window because I've just seen Kate and I wasn't really functioning on all cylinders.
And if my future husband isn't like them two, then I don't want it. Obviously Judith won. I was really happy for her because she doesn't win a lot of challenges. So obviously she got to speak to her brother, which was really sweet. And then she obviously got the advantage of seeing where Destination X, well, not seeing where Destination X is, but getting her ex put automatically there if she wants it, or she can give it to someone else. I think it would be stupid for her to do that. Sorry, I'm talking fast. I'm in a little bit of a rush. But yeah, and then they had the thing with the police, which I do not know what on earth's going on with that. Is it staged? Is it signifying them crossing a border? Is it actually real? But yeah, we'll have to wait to see next Wednesday. Before I go, if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. It really helps. And my Instagram and my TikTok are linked, so it would mean the world to me if you could go and follow them. Bye.